Welcome, listeners. This is the one about nutrition in regards to stress, anxiety, and depression. How nutrition can help with those three things. Now, happiness is created in one's mind, and anxiety is created in one's mind. The mind is an expression of brain function. Explains Daniel Amen, who's a very known psychiatrist and 10-time New York Times bestseller author. How your mind and brain interact is crucial to happiness. So Daniel is on a mission to make people more aware of how to better care for their brains. The idea is to get people to fall in love with their brain and then create a plan to take care of it. We want people to love their brains the way a parent loves a child, to be loving, thoughtful, and responsible about caring for it. That's an interesting take on it. I've never thought about it that way till I read this, but yes, we do have to take care of our brains. Now, to do that, we have to understand more about how the brain works and what role it plays in our happiness and in anxiety and in depression. A key player in the equation is the vagus nerve, V-A-G-U-S. That's the large nerve that starts in your brain and runs throughout your body, often called the love nerve because it's interconnected with our oxytocin networks. It helps us communicate and empathize with others. When we take a deep breath and our heart rate slows, that's the vagus nerve in action. It counteracts inflammation, improves memory, and bolsters our body's immune function. People with stronger vagal nerve responses have better connections with others and stronger social support networks. They are compassionate and tend to experience more positive emotions than those with weaker vagal nerve responses, according to Dacher Keltner, PhD, author of Born to Be Good, and he's also the founding director of the Greater Good Science Center of the University of California, Berkeley. So regardless of where you are in your happiness journey, you can improve your brain function and boost your level of happiness with a few tweaks. But what we're going to talk about is how you can also boost your brain in terms of anxiety and depression and stress. So food choices play a huge role in overall health, but most of us aren't thinking about brain cells when we sit down to eat. As the main source of communication between the stomach and the brain, the vagus nerve plays a substantial role in the digestive process as well as in how we react to food choices. When the vagus nerve is out of whack, it can lead to digestive disorders or even conditions like anorexia, bulimia, and in studies, individuals with stimulated vagus nerves were less likely to experience food cravings or overeat. Very interesting study on this vagus nerve. Most people haven't considered how much food affects their emotional health, explains Drew Ramsey, who is a psychiatrist and author of Eat Complete. Eating for happiness means giving both your brain and your body what they need to function at their optimum health. We require certain nutrients to function at our best. So here's where it comes in for anxiety and depression and mood. Omega-3 fats, zinc, magnesium, vitamin E, all crucial brain nutrients that the majority of Americans aren't meeting the recommended daily allowances of, so Drew says. And it's taking a toll. So a diet high in processed foods and sugar is linked to mood disorders. A study led by Australia's Felice Jacka, J-A-C-K-A, at Deakin University, she's now an honorary research fellow at the University of Melbourne, by the way, showed that subjects with an unhealthy diet were predisposed to develop depression. And a New England study published in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition found a solid link between a high-quality diet and positive emotional health in students. Food is the most clear modifiable risk factor for both depression and dementia, Drew says. When you have low levels of B12 and omega-3s, your brain shrinks faster. Once you start making changes, you feel it. You feel less sluggish, you sleep better, you feel better. Repeatedly consuming the wrong foods leads to a chronic state of inflammation that contributes to disease. Making healthy changes to your diet can power up your immune system and keep your brain firing on all cylinders and make you feel happy. But it also can lead to less stress and less anxiety. So let's talk about what supplements are out there, what things are out there besides eating healthy. What can you take that will affect stress, anxiety, or depression? So there's There's a couple of things you can get. I saw this at Publix. You can get it almost anywhere. Nature Made makes a bottle called Stress Relief. It takes effect in an hour, and it has a proprietary blend of L-theanine and GABA. So let's talk about that first. So this is on the shelves, and you can get it. GABA has tremendous results. Let's talk about what GABA is. Gamma aminobutyric acid, commonly known as GABA, is an amino acid, a molecule that builds proteins, naturally produced in the brain. GABA acts as an inhibitory neurotransmitter, which is a chemical that blocks messages between brain cells. Because of this, GABA serves a critical role in reducing brain activity to calm the central nervous system. So it makes sense. While certain foods contain GABA, the amino acid is widely available as a dietary supplement, and you can take it to help with stress, anxiety, and depression, sleep problems, high blood pressure, and there's evidence for all of this. And if you're wanting to understand more as a neurotransmitter within the central nervous system, GABA has been studied for the impact on both mental and physical conditions. And so here are some of the benefits. It may reduce stress, which is a common physical and emotional response that can arise from a number of reasons, such as problems at work, at home, financial troubles, or death in the family. If your stress is ongoing, it may start to have an impact on your health. So anything that's going to help with that, you don't want stress to lead to high blood pressure, heart disease, or diabetes. So taking GABA supplements may reduce stress. There was a research was done finding oral consumption of GABA had beneficial effect on stress, and the authors noted that they were continuing to see what other effects it may have. It may help to manage depression, they thought. Depression is a mood disorder that can impact, again, both mental and physical health. And depression is linked to lower levels of GABA, G-A-B-A, in the brain. Some research shows when medications that stimulate GABA receptors were taken alongside antidepressants, it improved the antidepressant effect. Taking GABA supplements to increase your GABA levels may be helpful in managing depression, especially when paired with other therapies and approaches. It may reduce anxiety, they found. So anxiety disorders can impact, as you know, sleep quality and cause irritability, headaches, and make it difficult for concentrating, among other symptoms. GABA can be a helpful tool in easing anxiety. They linked in research GABA receptor activity with lower overall levels of anxiety. It may improve sleep, where occasional sleep deprivation makes you cranky, drowsy, concentration difficult, and such. Some evidence has shown that GABA can have a type of sedative effect, which could be beneficial for promoting sleep. A small study in Japan found those that took GABA supplements fell asleep on the average 5.3 minutes faster and had a 7.3% increase in deep sleep, which is important for brain, immune, and metabolic health compared to when they didn't take the supplements. It also may lower blood pressure, medically known as hypertension, and which could put pressure on the arteries, and that's not good. It lead to serious issues like heart attack, heart failure, stroke, kidney disease. So lowering blood pressure is important, and it may have a beneficial effect on that. A study in Japan found adults with mildly high blood pressure experienced a decrease in blood pressure after consuming the GABA-enriched white rice daily for 8 weeks. You can get it from foods too, like soybeans, fermented foods like tempeh and kimchi, broccoli, spinach, kale. But if you're taking drugs for hypertension or epilepsy now, ask your doctor whether you can take GABA if he knows. So that's on GABA. Now, the other thing that's in this ingredient that's in this product that is it's called Stress Relief by Nature Made. It's just one of the products that has this in it. You can find products with GABA and L-theanine in it in the stores with other brands. So L-theanine helps reduce anxiety, according to health nutrition editor Cynthia Sass, who is has a master in public health and is a registered dietitian. So L-theanine is an amino acid found in green tea, but it's also available in supplement form. And there's a lot of research that concluded that taking 200 to 400 milligrams of L-theanine supplements a day reduced anxiety levels in people going through stressful situations. And another study found 1 month's worth of taking it, for a month, to be a solid natural anxiety remedy in healthy people. So the claims about L-theanine are acknowledged in guidance from the Anxiety and Depression Association of America. So this is something that you could try. Again, you can always ask your doctor to be sure, but this is important. Now, in addition to those things in that product, keep in mind that there are other things that can reduce anxiety and stress, such as movement. That, in case you're looking for other things, exercise is beneficial for overall health. And according to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services physical activity guidelines for Americans acknowledges that a reduction in anxiety can be a benefit of regular exercise. So meditation is also important. Journaling is also important. These are all things that can relieve stress. But taking vitamin B is important. B6 and B12 that's been shown to reduce and prevent anxiety symptoms. High supplementation of B6 has been shown to reduce self-reported anxiety. More robust research is being done now. And it also shows that vitamin 6 may help reduce a range of premenstrual syndrome, PMS, in anxiety related to that. B vitamins are generally safe to use, but you have to check their contradictions to any medications online or with your doctor. So this is some things that you can look at. And now another product that is very good and is tremendous is the coffee fruit extract. There's research that was done in Princeton University and about 11 years ago, probably more about 9 years ago now. Princeton found that the coffee fruit extract had incredible benefits, and they put it into a product called EHT that's sold by a company called Neora. And that's one example of the coffee fruit extract. They put vitamin D in there, vitamin B6 and B12, magnesium and selenium, and huperzine A, alpha-lipoic acid. So that's what they put in their formula. There's another formula by NeuroQ called NeuroQ, put out by a company called Life Seasons, and they use the coffee fruit extract, which has less than 1 milligram of caffeine, by the way. And they combine it with propolis, which is great, from honey, phospholidilidine, I'll pronounce that for you in a minute, ginkgo biloba, turmeric, and gotu kola. And so they use that in that formula. And then the company that sells them, the coffee fruit extract, Neriva, sells in Publix and in Costco under the name Neriva Brain Factor. And they put their coffee fruit extract in that, and I'll read you what that does in a minute. But I want to try to pronounce this correctly. This other ingredient is pronounced phosphatidylserine. Phosphatidylserine. Now, this is an important ingredient that's put into both the Neriva formula and the Life Seasons formula called NeuroQ. These are available, and what this does, which is really amazing, let me tell you about this unbelievable ingredient. So it's the name given to a type of phospholipid found naturally in the body. It plays a number of roles in the body. First, it forms an important part of the cell membranes. Secondly, it's found in the myelin sheath that encases our nerves and is responsible for the transmission of impulses. Well, you can see how that's important. It's also believed to be a cofactor in a range of different enzymes that affect communication with the body. These factors combined mean that phosphatidylserine is, how he pronounces this, hard to pronounce, has a very important role to play when it comes to the central nervous system. And while it's a natural substance that can be produced in the body and derived from diet, with age our levels of it can start to fall. And when this happens, experts believe that it impacts the nervous system to be without it, and it leads to cognitive decline and reduced reflexes. So and studies have shown that through supplementation, a wide range of exciting benefits you can see. So, for example, according to the Alzheimer's Society, 1 in 6 people over the age of 80 suffers from dementia. And so using this also helps in putting off, they feel that a compound like this can put off dementia and improve cognitive function. It fights depression, it improves sport performance, physical stress reduction, reduces inflammation, fights oxidative damage in the body. It's unbelievable what this can do. Furthermore, it can treat ADHD symptoms, it says. Using this particular product in combination with omega-3 fatty acids may aid in the treatment of ADD symptoms in children, even suggested a study published in European Psychiatry. They had 200 children with ADHD assigned to 15 weeks of treatment with either a placebo or this supplement containing the phosphatidylserine and the omega-3 fatty acids. The study revealed that the patients treated with the combination of these two ingredients had a significantly greater reduction in hyperactive impulsive behavior and a greater improvement in mood compared to those with the placebo. Another study published said that children were diagnosed with ADHD after 2 months of treatment showed significant improvement in auditory memory, inattention, and impulsivity. This was a study involving 36 children, a small study, but larger studies are being done now. It also may lower cortisol levels. Studies have shown that this supplement reduces the body's level of cortisol, a steroid hormone that the body produces in response to stress. Cortisol plays a major role in regulating many of the body's functions, and high levels of it are associated with adverse effects like increased blood glucose, blood pressure, so keeping cortisol levels in check is very beneficial. So again, this is something, be careful, don't use it with blood thinners or antidepressants unless you're talking to your doctor. But those of us who just want to correct things without drugs can find this to be a tremendous help item. The coffee fruit extract, I wanted to talk about the benefits of that, which is unbelievable. The coffee fruit extract this is also in these products that I was telling you about, is a natural nootropic brain-boosting supplement. It's an extract that comes from the bright red fruit that wraps around coffee beans. It's packed with antioxidants and brain-enhancing compounds. Coffee fruit extract boosts brain-derived nootropic factor by 143%. It builds new pathways to your brain, which can help you learn faster. The BDNF factor here also increases mental clarity and focus. Coffee fruit extract also eases anxiety and is full of antioxidants that fight inflammation. The coffee plant has been one of nature's greatest inventions, but it turns out that this is one of the best supplements you can take for the brain. Helps you learn faster, prevent brain aging, reduces anxiety, and more. Just amazing. Faster learning, improved memory, slower brain aging, improved mood. It's very clear that it may help with depression as well. Depressed people have decreased BDNF, which is the factor that this corrects, in certain brain regions. And taking antidepressants normalizes the BDNF factor. If you're feeling blue, especially as a result of stress, boosting your BDNF, which the coffee fruit extract will do, would definitely help. So definitely for stress and anxiety, this is an amazing item. It does more than boost the BDNF factor. It also is a potent source of chlorogenic acid, an antioxidant that further protects your brain from stress. When chlorogenic acid reaches your brain, it activates the GABA-A receptors, the same receptors that anti-anxiety drugs like Xanax and Valium target. So again, this is an alternative to drugs. Coffee fruit extract is a natural and much gentler way to ease anxiety, and it doesn't carry any of the addictive potential that benzodiazepines and like Xanax do. And if you're feeling overwhelmed or anxious, coffee fruit extract may help you keep a calm head in your shoulders and handle stressful situations. So these two products you can get from Publix, Costco. You can go and find them there, or New York for EHT. This is just an example of how taking natural things can help. Also, CoQ10 has had tremendous improvement. CoQ10 you can find in almost any store. A study found that 420 people with heart failure showed that compared to a placebo, supplementing standard heart failure treatment with 100 milligrams of CoQ10 3 times a day for 2 years improved people's symptoms and decreased the risk of dying from heart problems. CoQ10 could also reduce high-sensitivity C-reactive protein, an inflammatory marker that can help predict your risk of heart disease. And in one study, they discovered that people with cardiovascular disease who took the CoQ10 supplement for 12 weeks experienced a decrease in high-sensitivity C-reactive protein. The supplement dose ranged from 30 milligrams to 300 milligrams a day, with the median dosage about 175 milligrams a day. Definitely, this CoQ10 has been shown to prevent heart damage that certain chemotherapy drugs, such as doxorubicin, may cause. Anyway, a lot of other features. May reduce muscle pain from statins. If you're taking statins for lower cholesterol, it can reduce muscle pain from that. It can reduce migraine headaches, which again helps. It helps with anxiety and stress because migraines do not help anxiety. It may improve fibromyalgia symptoms and help even with erectile dysfunction. CoQ10 is amazing. Look it up online. The benefits are on Google. You can take it and find it in any store. It also controls blood sugar, glucose, and insulin levels. It's so important that your health that can be affected by this, that your health should get it from anything you can. You can get it from food, meat, especially heart and chicken leg, fish, especially herring and trout, nuts, some oils, cereal, particularly rye and wheat, vegetables like spinach, peas, broccoli, and cauliflower, and fruits like orange, strawberry, and apple. Again, if you're on blood-thinning meds, ask your doctor. But this can be a wonder in your life. People with diabetes, CoQ10 has been shown for type 2 diabetes to help not only with controlling blood sugar, but also improving cholesterol levels. Okay, that takes care of CoQ10. And lastly, just to mention, magnesium is incredible. I just want to read about magnesium and then we're done. All right, magnesium is an essential mineral that your body doesn't make, which means you have to obtain it through your diet. Magnesium is needed for critical functions such as blood sugar regulation, muscle contraction, nerve function, blood pressure maintenance, and DNA synthesis, so it's important to take in optimal amounts of nutrition on a daily basis. Now, even though magnesium is found in foods like beans, vegetables, seeds, most people's diets are too low in magnesium. So by taking magnesium supplements, it'll improve sleep quality, it'll promote healthy sugar regulation, it may reduce stress. Tests have shown that this helps with stress and anxiety and depression. Read about magnesium. It's unbelievable. 400 to 450 milligrams a day should be fine. There are many types of magnesium. So certain ones, like citrate and oxide, help you to detox your body and help you to go to the bathroom if you're constipated. But the other forms, magnesium, the regular forms, I think you'll find will be fine in helping you. There's so many other forms that will help you to do what you need to do. It may improve sleep, blood pressure levels, and improve headaches as well if you're prone to headaches, and helps to maintain healthy bones. So definitely look into magnesium as a method. As it's been tested for stress and anxiety and depression. It plays an important role in your body's stress response. It can impact your ability to deal with stress if you don't have enough magnesium, and shows that the research has shown that people who are frequently stressed have lower blood levels of magnesium compared to people who aren't typically stressed. Magnesium supplements will help improve overall mental conditions like anxiety and depression. A study of 112 people with depression found that daily supplementation with 248 milligrams of magnesium chloride for 6 weeks led to significant improvements in symptoms of depression and anxiety compared to a placebo group. All right, so all we're saying is there are things that you can get in any store, health food store, even the supermarket, that can help you with anxiety and stress and overall body health. Please take the time to look into it. Google these things so you know for yourself what they are. Go into the store and try to find some of them. And instead of taking meds, you can try this. I'm not against meds, but I'm saying if you want to try these things to help anyway, you might find another way of treating it. Thank you for listening. We're not advocating not to take meds. I don't want you to think that. We're just advocating another healthier way, natural way to treat symptoms. Have a wonderful day, and always wake up with a smile every day, if you can. Do your best. Till next time. Bye.